Good evening, guys. Welcome to the project entitled is TV remote operated electrical home appliances. Like, of course, in this project, on the board we have lights. That's Telugu or English? Lights. Okay. Of course, just example purpose, we place the lights here. For practical force, if you want any electrical appliance like AC, fan, anything else, you have to place it. Okay. Of course, coming to project, initially it is AC power supply is there. Okay. Of course, just put on this socket. Okay. Just, of course, initially it is like this, operate like this. Okay, it is a TV remote, and of course here there are two, but number of buttons are there. Of course, actually the number of buttons, the number of appliances are depends on the programming. Actually, of course, here we are mentioned the program 2 buttons. Of course, one is for one light and 2 is for another light, like this. And if I press 1 again, it is going to off, and if you press 2 again, it is going to off. Okay, like this. Okay, just it is a simple operation. It's a simple project. And okay, now coming to kit explanation. So of course, it is a mains power supply. It is from transformer primary winding. Actually, it is a transformer which is able to transfer the electricity from one circuit to another circuit without any changes in the frequency value. Okay, of course, basically the transformer has 2 windings. It is primary winding and it is secondary winding. It is primary winding and it is secondary winding. Of course, the primary winding is always for main supply, and the secondary winding is our desirable circuit. Of course, that is either microcontroller or anything else. Yeah, of course, see here, the primary winding is gives to the main supply, and the secondary winding is for our desirable microcontroller board. It is a microcontroller. Of course, it is an Arduino Nano board actually, and the entire section belongs to the power supply board. It is a capacitor, and it is a, of course, and it is a 7805 IC regulator, voltage regulator. It provides a 5 volts output always, and it is a capacitor also, and it is a IR sensor, infrared sensor it is. Okay, and it is a relay. It is relay. Of course, is nothing but an electromechanical switch. When you want to operate multiple number of applications, then in this kind of applications we need, of course, on-off mechanism. So we are using the relay as an interfacing element. Okay, of course, without this relay, it is not possible to connect these home appliances to this microcontroller board. Why? Because the microcontroller is each and everything is defined in the programming only. Of course, the entire programming is written in the form of relay switches only. Okay, the relay is simply is provided the switching mechanism operations only. Okay, of course, see here total, see here the black wire is a ground wire, and two red wires are phase wires. Okay, positive and negative wires, and these 2 bulbs are the home appliances. And see here, it is infrared sensor. Okay, of course, actually the primary winding, see here the number may focus here. Okay, of course, actually it provides a 9 volts output. 9 is there actually. Okay,
500 milliamps.
Of course, 500 milliamps.
Yeah.
909 kada?
909.
Yeah, 909. So that means 909 means, okay, 909 9 volts, 0 volts, 9 volts, and then it is the 500 indicates a 500 milliamperes current. Here the 9 indicates the voltage rating, voltage and current. Of course, the multiplication factor of voltage and current is equal to power. Okay, then coming to the, of course, here the 9 volts power supply is connected to this board. Okay, here the 9 volts is connected to this. Actually, the mains, of course, from the main supply we are getting here 230 volts. 230 volts or 250 volts. Of course, the voltage value is always lies in between 230 to 250 volts. when the 230 volt supply is given to this transformer. Of course, it is step down transformer. The 230 volts is converted to the desirable 9 volts. Of course, it is 9 volts AC. Of course, then the 9 volts AC is connected to this, and it is a rectifier circuit. It is a rectifier circuit. The rectifier circuit converts this 9 volts AC into the DC. This 9 volts into the DC. Okay. This 9 volts is connected to the 7805 IC. 7805 means, of course, here the output is always 5 volts. That's why the IC is also called as regulator IC. Okay, of course, if actually the rectifier converts the AC to DC, if any AC ripple components are balanced or there, for the purpose of to remove the AC ripple components, we are using the capacitors here. The capacitor is going to remove the, of course, what are the balanced AC ripples in the DC output. Okay, here this is an infrared sensor. Infrared sensor means, of course, in the TV remote also it is a infrared sensor also. Okay, when these both are communicating with each other, then the operation is possible. Then coming to this, it is a microcontroller. Of course, here the IC supply is connected to the microcontroller. It is a Arduino microcontroller. Actually, the microcontroller is nothing but it is a silicon chip. It is small silicon chip which is able to receive the input from the user, and it provides it processes the commands and provides the corresponding output to the desirable section. Okay, basically the microcontroller is nothing but the microprocessor along with input and output sections. Basically, the microcontroller is nothing but a microprocessor. The microprocessor along with input and output sections. When the microprocessor and the input and output sections both are built in a single circuit, then it becomes as a microcontroller. Here it is a microcontroller. See here, it has plenty number of pins, A1, A2, A3. Of course, this A1, A2, A3 and etc. These are called as analog pins, and D1, D2, D3 here you see this side now. Of course, these are called as digital pins. Okay, here the receiver pins and transmit pins and etc. Of course, see here it indicates the 5 volts in this board. It indicates the 5 volts is there now. Of course, that's why I am connected here 5 volt supply here. So this 5 volts is connected to this microcontroller board. Okay, then of course what I am required, of course I am writing a simple programming and dumping by using this pin. Okay, already in this kit the program is already dumped. That's why, okay, directly we are going to operate this kit. Okay, thank you.